Look at these trenches in my yard. We finally did it. What is going on, Cuffaros? Welcome back to another video. We're starting off right here at the farm, and this was a big upgrade for the farm here. Finally, Cuffaros, we have water ran to every single enclosure. Yesterday, Hector was here with his boys, and they just banged this out, and it looks so amazing. Finally, have hoses right by the enclosures with valves. I didn't even notice that. I literally did not mean to do that at all. I just turned the hose on right here, and the hose was right here and just completely splashed me in the face. Anyway, all right, now that I'm soaking wet, this is amazing to have. The goats have some water. Lady May and Mango have water. Obviously, the 11 pigs over here, Lulu and the family, all of them have water as well, and it's just so easy because I no longer have this giant hose that I gotta walk to every enclosure every single morning to do waters. All I gotta do is, guess what? The valve, bam. And we got flowing water right now. So I just grab the end of the hose, start filling. Do a lot watching right now. That might not seem like anything crazy, but that saves like 20 minutes every single morning and afternoon. I got a dang hammock hung in the backyard. Now I can hang out and relax with my ducks. And a lot got done in here as well. Let's check it out. I've got posters hanging up now. As you can see, look at this. We're coming along. It looks so dang good. There, of course, is our new pond. I have ordered the light. The light arrives Monday. We're gonna put a nice 3-foot LED light right above this pond, shining down, and we're most likely gonna do my fly river turtle, and of course, maybe some African cichlids or something inside this pond right here. It's legit see-through. I mean, not right now because there's no lighting, but if you watch the last video, you'll understand. I also brought the couch from the living room in my house into here. I got a big 50-inch TV coming in for right here. Sunday, I believe Sunday is the day we're gonna start building the saltwater pond. I said it, saltwater pond. We're making probably like, I don't know exactly how the dimensions yet, but this line right here, however many gallons that's gonna be. Lots of things are happening and it's looking really good, filled in, and we got blinds. We also got blinds finally. So now, bam. This is definitely a project coming up. I've been talking about it a lot, and I know you probably want it done just as bad as I do, but I do need filtration still. I need to repaint it still. So most likely the saltwater pond might even be done before the 5,000 gallon pond, as crazy as that is to say. But I got a couch in the fish building. How crazy is that? Unfortunately, as good as all this news is, we do have some unfortunate news that we're about to talk about right now. The anemones have literally split. Look, one's right there and it's grown so big that it's split off into another one over here. All the corals look amazing. As you can see, look how healthy some of these are. They're just growing immensely. This one's like hugging the entire rock now. The one in the back looks great too. The tank itself looks fantastic. It's very clean. I still obviously maintain this tank. Every single week we do a clean. The saltwater tank disaster. Let's talk about it. If you look behind me, after all those videos, we did 2 or 3 videos stocking this tank with, you know, eels, sharks, a bunch of fish, and all that's in here right now is the corals, which are doing absolutely amazing, and the invertebrates. So the coral banded shrimp and the Mexican turbo snails and all that stuff is the only thing in here right now. You're probably looking at yourself like, what? Yeah, the tank it's quite literally empty. Now, the fish aren't gone, they're not gone. Well, they're gone from my house, but they're not gone permanently. I must have brought, or I shouldn't say I must have gotten some fish from somewhere, and when I put them into the tank, they got all the other fish sick. And now this is something that happens quite often in the fish hobby, and that's why a lot of people actually quarantine their fish prior to putting them in the tank, even if told so that the fish are not sick. They still do it anyway. They do something along the lines of quarantining to make sure this doesn't happen. And honestly, the fish that I got, I don't think did it. I think it was the corals that I got. You know, I've been working with Top Shelf on this aquarium and they have been nothing but amazing. When I mean amazing, absolutely amazing. We filmed videos with the way they dip their fish when they receive them and do quarantine with them. They assure that all their fish are very healthy, so I can't see it coming from there. And I plan to do much more business. We have some awesome plans with Top Shelf here soon on another big saltwater tank coming in the fish building. To get back on topic, this tank right here has no fish, and that's because they're all in quarantine. I started losing fish day by day using these different products right here. I was using all sorts of stuff at one point to try and fix this problem. Medicating this tank day by day, morning, afternoon, midday, you name it. I was grinding to hopefully figure this issue out. Couldn't figure it out. Fish were just dying one by one. Lost our clowns. Then I lost one of the tangs, not the gem tank, thank goodness, but the gem tank wasn't looking good. And that's when I made the call to Tommy and I said, hey Tommy, I know you got a warehouse, you just opened it up. We need to get all my fish out of this tank and get them into quarantine to cure this sickness and give this tank 96 days to just sit with nothing in it. So right now we are probably about 2 weeks in, about 15 to 20 days into this. We still got like 2 to 3 months of absolutely nothing in the tank other than corals, and we can continue to get corals if we really wanted to, but I just want to let the tank sit, do its own thing. We got everything out of this tank. The eels, the sharks, the fish, everything, and brought it to Tommy's place. And just recently I have gotten an update from Tommy.
Hey Paul is doing a lot better. Mowing down on some live algae here. You can see his coloration is almost back to normal.
The fish look fantastic, but I decided today was the day we're gonna go check out our fish in person, explain to you which ones did unfortunately pass away due to this craziness, and tell you the plans on what we're gonna do once we get them back into here. We'll be quarantining everything from start to finish from here on out, that's for sure. Again, we do have our inverts. You can see, oh, if my camera focuses, there's a coral banded right there. Obviously all Mexican turbo snails, and then the conch right there. Our corals are fantastic, like they look amazing. Like I had mentioned, the tank itself, beautiful. I'm more curious on just what the heck actually was the problem, the sickness wise. It wasn't ick, it wasn't anything like that. It was something I've never even seen before. But it was taking over this tank and it was time for me to move my fish. So we moved them over to Tommy's warehouse where all of them are right now, this moment, getting quarantined. We're gonna drive over there. It's about a 20-minute drive. I'll see you there. We're here. I'm gonna leave the location in the description down below. Tommy just got this shop, so come show him some love. He's on a business call. I gotta stay quiet, but I want to show you around a little bit. The man, the myth, the legend is off the cell phone. What's going on, Tommy?
Howdy, Paul. How's it going?
This is your new place. I haven't been here yet.
Yeah, what do you think?
I think it's awesome. I walked in, I honestly didn't expect to see as much as I saw. You did a lot of work.
It's been a lot of work, but it's coming together.
So give us a quick little tour and then we'll get to my fish, which are right over there.
All right, so, well, actually, you might recognize these. Algae, those are your clowns.
Way back.
Way back.
Way back. So unfortunately, my clownfish died in this tank, the one that just happened, all this disaster. But this is crazy. These are actually the clownfish from the first farmhouse, the first original 160 gallon saltwater tank we did. And he still got them. He still got the clowns. And look how much bigger they are. Those are our original clownfish. It's almost like it's a giant circle and things are just meant to be, because these guys are gonna come back when we take the other fish back to my house. So expect our original clownfish back in the tank, happier than ever. We ended up getting them back. I didn't even know they were still here, to be honest with you, until you just said something.
Well, cool.
That's crazy.
I'm glad I mentioned it. Also, they've been, the male keeps feathering on the side of the tank here.
Might have little eggs in the corner soon, huh?
I think they're getting ready, yeah.
That would be awesome. So we have a little pair of clowns. So good to see them again. It's been months, and I can't wait to get those back.
So, you know, we're a quarantine shop, so it doesn't look like your typical fish store. This is pretty neat. Our tanks are all isolated. So we use petroleum jelly
To seal them?
to seal them.
Wow.
You can see there's a seal going all the way through.
Yeah.
We pump the air in, and then we have a column filter for the air to come out, and then we have our feed ports that also seal.
You literally feed through the little feed port?
Feed through the little
So these
feed
tops
port.
don't come off ever unless you're getting the fish outer in.
Exactly. Yep.
Wow.
We do water changes through here as well. We have little, you know, siphon or rigid tubes.
And for those of you who aren't familiar, that is so that no water is cross-contaminated at all. Like there's no possible way.
Yep. Exactly.
Smart, smart. So this shop is strictly for quarantine, correct?
Strictly for quarantine.
And Tommy is doing this because in his past of being in this hobby, he's seen how much people have went through. Exactly what's happening right now for me happens to almost everyone. I'd say 99% of people.
Yeah, I mean, most people get into the hobby and out of the hobby within 2 years. And the reason for that is that they don't understand why their fish are dying. They have great husbandry, they're doing everything they're supposed to, and their fish keep dying. And it's usually because of a disease. And so we're trying to make it so that diseases aren't getting into your display tank.
Amazing. And unfortunately things like this happen. And thankfully I have great friends, Tommy, you know, the team, that are able to take my fish in, take care of them, and then we could assess the problem to then get everything back to the way it was. That's the whole goal here. Keep showing us around. This is awesome.
So, yeah, you know, we got lots of fish.
There's tons of fish in here. Look how beautiful that clown is right there. So pretty. And now these are other clients, I assume?
No. Basically, all of these are fish that we have for sale.
Oh, sweet. So you're bringing in fish and also selling the fish here.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, makes sense. So on almost every single angle, Cuffaro's, there's fish surrounding us. I mean, we can look all around. We got clowns, you know. Wow, that one's so beautiful. Holy moly, that is beautiful. Same with that one too. And you know what I love is you don't have blue lights. So all the lighting in here is amazing. That one was mine too. That was my Springery Dottie back right there. From way back when as well. Right there. Focus, camera focus, right there. There he is. That is so cool. So we're getting to see some older fish too. Look at all this coral, Tommy. Is some of my coral hiding in here?
I don't think so.
There is a lot though.
Maybe.
This is awesome. There's so much.
Yeah, so all of this is coral that's in holding. So basically before we treat them, they go in here, and then we have a whole QT setup in the back where we treat them.
That
in
is so
here,
sick.
these are treated corals. So this is what we sell. We're extremely confident that there's no like coral-eating nudibranchs or flatworms or digitate hydroids, anything like that on these corals.
So these are the ones people can come in and buy.
Yep.
What are these, Tommy?
These are chalk basslettes.
Those are really cool. It's almost like an African cichlid.
So they're a great schooling reef fish. Pretty peaceful. It's rabbit fish. They're not reef safe.
Rabbit fish? Well, this thing will eat coral?
Yeah, almost certainly. Some people try it, but you give them enough time and they're gonna eat the coral.
That's cool though. Rabbit fish, huh? Interesting. See, now we are getting into our fish, the fish that we literally had just brought in here. How many days ago?
It was the 21st?
The 21st, I believe. Almost a month ago. Show yourselves, friends. Oh my goodness, they look so much better. Like so much better already. There's our beautiful gem tang right there. That gem tang is so pretty. Expensive little guy too. Switching over to the iPhone to get some actual footage because I have a wide angle lens. Oh yeah, there's a sand sifter. Where's the other one? Oh, I see you hiding back there. He's trying to hide from us, but oh, hey buddy.
So that one has a little bit of scarring. That should go away. It might not everywhere. You know, it might always look like that, but it's gonna be a perfectly happy, healthy fish regardless. We're feeding it with some antibiotics, which is gonna help.
Absolutely fantastic. Tell you what, I don't know what I'd do without Tommy. Look at these little guys in here. I tell you what, Tommy, these are really, really pretty right here. I have the blue and green chromies in my tank that look similar to that, the one we just got. And then in the back over here, this massive clownfish. So how old is it? This is 18 years old?
Yeah, 18 years old.
18 years old this clownfish is. That's insane. It's also the largest clownfish I've ever seen. It's got to be probably 5 inches long. It doesn't really look like it on the camera. But I mean, if I zoom in, look how pretty that blue around the white circle is.
Gorgeous. And when you look at it from the top down, especially in like sunlight, that white is pink. It's like
and now you're trying to breed this one, right?
That belongs to a customer of ours, and it used to be in a pair. They lost the male. Unfortunately, as big as it is, it's going to be really hard to pair because clownfish are born male and then turn female. So we got to find a teeny tiny male and make sure that she doesn't kill him in the pairing process.
So I would totally think different. I would think you'd want something big, but that's not the case.
Yeah, exactly. Another big one's going to be a female, and then they'll for sure fight.
Wow, that's crazy. See? What do you think, David?
I think it's awesome.
And now this tank over from the clown is more of my fish that we had brought here. Check out our beautiful hawkfish right here. Oh, he's waiting on you to put that food in. He's waiting on it. Bam. Always eating. Oh yeah. The fox face looks so much better too. Dude, they don't even have a spot on them.
Right?
That is insane. Look at that beautiful wrasse in the back too. That is crazy. That's so awesome. The hawkfish looks amazing.
So these fish are still in medication. The other fish are out of medication now, so they're totally clean. These ones still aren't out of the woods yet, but they look great, so they should be totally fine.
There's the cryptic sixth line. He's in the back. The sixth line, the wrasse. I can't get him. You see him. It won't focus. He's gone. You saw him. So we still have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've definitely lost a good portion of our fish. It's very, very unfortunate, but I'm glad to have Tommy, you know, alongside because this transfer saved everything. If it wasn't for this, we would have had to set up our own quarantine tank and done this exact same thing, which would have been a massive hassle Thankfully now, every fish I ever buy will go to you, and then from you to me. Because we're not doing this again. Saltwater wise, at least. My freshwater tanks I've never had much issue of, not gonna lie. I've gotten good luck. Did I just jinx myself, Tommy?
I hope not. There you go. It's real wood.
So one side of the eel's eye was white.
Yep.
That's the healthy eye. And this is how he was when he came in. No,
Wow.
his eye was
That's
hemorrhaging.
crazy.
Velvet is a rough disease. It has a really high mortality rate if the fish don't have
Velvet.
natural immunity.
You know what I think of you, Velvet? Hopefully no one's name is Velvet out there, but I'm about to go off on you, Velvet. Pain in my ass. We do have the eel, which we just showed you what it looked like prior, and now, obviously, my boy is looking nice and thick. Looks good. So much better. Both eyes are the way they should be. The most unfortunate news I think out of this entire thing is the fact that our baby bamboo shark didn't make it through this entire thing. That's a big bummer to a lot of people, right? You got it here. What happened with that one?
Shark is hanging out, still not eating, but you know, hopefully soon. You know, when you're hatching a baby shark, sometimes they do great. A lot of the times they do great, but sometimes they just fail to thrive no matter what you do. And not every shark that hatches from an egg is gonna make it even out on a reef. And that's just a risk that you take when you hatch a shark.
Yeah, I tried feeding that thing everything.
Yeah.
You name it, squid, chunk, silverside, crab chunks. I mean, I tried, David. Everything.
Even when I was there servicing the tank, I try and feed it. And, you know,
It's-
nothing I did tickling the barbels,
nothing.
The tricks worked.
Nothing, that thing wouldn't eat. So that along with the sickness hitting, you know, there was no chance. It only means we gotta get another shark egg once everything's healed up, hatch another one, maybe two. Just sucks, man, Velvet. Now that you said Velvet, that name is just gonna curse me. So yeah, we did lose a baby shark in this whole ordeal, but you know, again, things happen. I don't know what else to say. I'm not gonna cut corners, lie, I guess is a better word to say. This is raw. This is raw. Straight disaster, that's for sure. But thankfully, we have a lot of stuff still. We caught it in the beginning, I would say, right?
Yep. And moving forward, you're not going to have these issues again with quarantine fish.
See? You learn from mistakes, right? As long as you learn from mistakes, they're good. If you don't, it's gonna happen again.
You've probably seen them in the fish shops when they're small.
Yeah.
And they look really pretty and they have the nice little swoop around their eye.
Just a massive one. This thing probably eats like awesome. You put like a live shrimp in there.
Yeah.
If you guys do have the chance, come over here, check this place out, get yourself some corals that are ready to be sold, and of course, some fish that are also ready to be sold. I just wanted to make the trip, come over here, see the new clowns, because obviously ours didn't make it through the disaster. So we did at least get our old clownfish back, and of course the other fish that Tommy has thankfully saved through this disaster of a situation. I am so glad that we caught it in the beginning of all the hecticness, and we ended up taking action without hesitation and making things happen, curing the sickness completely. So all the fish you see here, they're good.
So the observation without medicine is the key to this process. Like if you're not doing that, then you're not quarantining, because in anti-parasitics, fish will look good even if they still have low levels of the parasites. You won't be able to tell that they're infected. And so if you take a fish straight from medication and put it in a display, there's a chance you're gonna have a really bad time. And so we leave them without medicine for 2 weeks to make sure that they don't have anything on them, because they'll show it in that period of time.
All right. Crazy that I haven't heard a single word from nobody around the area about Gary. That still blows my mind to this day. Where the heck did a giant Chinese white goose go? Anyway, Cuffaros, I just wanted to let you know I appreciate you so much for watching. Stick along with all these videos. We have some absolute bangers coming in the fish building, like some crazy, crazy projects, and I cannot wait to share them with you. If you have yet to do so already, go check out the merch. It is top link in the description. I've been releasing some new stuff as well, and I'd love to see some of you repping that out in the public. And if I do see that, just know you're getting a big old hug. Subscribe down below, smash that like button, and I will see you right back here with another banger. Peace!